not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
You know what bugged me out? Just speaking of that, not Logic, but I was listening to J. Cole the other day. I was listening to his second tape, the Monday Night Light, whatever, the Monday Night Lights, Friday Night Lights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he says that he was like, oh, you know, one of his parents is white, and I forgot. Like it reminded
his mom.
Yeah, and it reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But Logic, I'm just like, whatever, bro.
Yeah, J. Cole don't really talk about it.
Yeah, I know. But like J. Cole doesn't look it like it's
J. Cole looks black. Like,
yeah, exactly.
So you don't have to,
Logic just
you don't need
looks
to overextend himself.
Logic at one point didn't look as white when he kind of looked Spanish, but then when he fully embraced it, like the glasses and shit, he just like he didn't even
look, why he looked like the motherfucker from American History X.
Facts, which is not a good
like
look.
you don't start claiming that like you're black and then make yourself look as white as possible.
Like not even good white, like bad white.
Yeah, like embarrassing white. You
full on Geek Squad Best Buy white.
Yeah, looking crazy.
Word, like wearing a fucking Italian tee with your fucking whitey tighties and drinking a beer in front of the fridge white. You know what I'm saying?
It's insane.
Like lawn mowing and waving to your neighbors.
Charlie Trash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
if I don't see you again later, good morning, good evening, and good night, white. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Pleasant weather we're having here today, right? Like,
hey Todd, how's it hanging?
Yeah, like no one's listening to you after that. Logic, cut the shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is episode 136. This is a long fucking episode. I kind of checked out last week, so I was being lazy, which is fine. We all need mental breaks. This is my month. Let me do my Pisces thing. But we're gonna do the recap of the last 2 weeks of reviews. So for those that are checking into this, the last one we did was the Devin the Dude project that dropped 2 Fridays ago. So we're gonna start with the project after that. So the first one was the Blackout 2 EP by Rapture Muziq. Shout out to my man Rapture Muziq from fucking Wakanda itself. So this was a 5-piece that he put out. Very new age, but very emotional. Very, very, very big, dope production. He had the dope ladies singing on the hooks. He even got his sing on. I think the only thing that could turn people off to this project is he has a strong accent. And that's
you said he's from Africa, right?
Yeah, I believe so. If I'm not mistaken, I remember him being from, I think it was Africa, but he has a very thick, strong accent. But he pulls off, like, you can get what he's saying, all that stuff. It just sounds like. It almost sounds like he's mumble rapping because he has an accent, but he's talking nice. He says the content was here, the flow was here. It was all nice. It's just the accent. If you can't get past the accent, then you probably won't enjoy it. But if you can, it's dope music. Like the production's dope, the structure's dope, the hook's dope, the content's dope. I was here for it, man. I was really enjoying myself for a 5-piece, very high replay value for me. A lot of good singing. He's talking about shit that I like. The mix was super high quality and clean. It sounded great in my car. It sounded great in my speakers. Like I fucked with this. I fucked with this heavy.
I thought it was cool. There was like a lot of elements that I did like about it. But it's weird because it's like I wouldn't have thought he was from Africa. Like he kind of almost had. African. Yeah, like he sounds almost like, I don't know, maybe like English or something. Like he had like a weird, but at the same time, he had like very like Kendrick Lamar-ish voice, like certain things like
pitch.
And that's what threw it off for me a little bit was like, cause like Kendrick Lamar has like a very unique voice, but it worked for Kendrick, like with the way
cartoony.
Cause he did a lot of weird shit, but so it kind of like went with his voice.
Yeah.
When it came to this, like, I don't know, something threw me off a little bit where it wasn't bad or anything. I'm not saying like it was whack or nothing. It wasn't. But like something about his voice that blended with his delivery like threw me off where I'm like, I appreciate it, but I wouldn't listen to it.
Yeah.
In the car or something. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. I don't know. It's a very strong accent. And that's what throws you off. Like, because just the climate of music now, we're used to the weird voices and the baby talking and all that weird shit.
I'm just surprised it's from Africa, though. He does not sound like
I believe so. I could be. I believe so. I think if I remember hearing him when we had like a Not Your Man stage where we were just reviewing, a bunch of people from Africa were sending their projects. And I think he just joined in on that. But I believe that's where he's from. I'm not 100% sure, but he's dope. Like I fuck with this dude. He's getting better, and it's not necessarily, I like that he doesn't try to mask his accent. He just goes with it, but he's kind of using it towards the new age thing too. So if you're just like a kid who just loves them some new age, you wouldn't even know. You'd be like, this guy's got a crazy voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wasn't mad at it. I rocked with this project heavy. I feel like, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to penalize it because the accent didn't mess with me. But I feel like maybe if he did have like, something a little more American standard type shit like that, it would definitely made a way better project. But for what it was, I still liked it. I still liked it. I heard what he was saying. I got the content. I liked his singing voice was dope. And the ladies he had singing had some big, powerful hooks, like some movie like score hooks. So I fucked with it. Yeah, I fucked with it heavy. So the next project was best album name, Don't Be Nice by Lewis M. That's us. That's our album. And so this is one of those projects that I liked because one, he didn't pull a fucking Russ, which is every song produced by me and by me, all that bullshit. So this dude dropped this like halfway through the album for me, where he's like, oh yeah, and I also produced this. And that made me enjoy it more because it wasn't even as a flex. Because I was already like, yo, this production is unique as fuck. And this dude's flow is nice. This music is dope. And then I'm like, oh, you produced this too? I loved it more. Hearing it in a non-cocky fucking asshole way made it hit for me. It was like, oh, by the way, I do this too. So this is how much I love it. I was like, I fuck with this way more. And the production was super unique. And he did a lot of shit that people probably shy from when they produce. He had some songs like after the song would end, he would have just like, it would go into a completely different like beat break, almost like a switch up, but not necessarily a bridge. Like it was just its own thing. And it was weird stuff that happened, but it was him flexing his beats. And I feel like, yo, fuck it. If you make the music, if that's what you heard, flex. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Like if you can make beats, fuck it. Like who the fuck is anybody to tell you how to make your music, bro? You're making it, bro. So I fucked with this though. This was dope. It had some dope features, minus that Drent dude who was boring as shit. Dope features, dope structure. A little long. It was 15 tracks, but I liked it because all the unique, different production didn't really put me to sleep. And what he was rapping about was super, super smooth, very heavy, had a lot of pride, had a lot of love, a lot of sweat and tears, man. I know he's worked on this for a minute, and I like hearing projects like that. Love your craft. Don't try to just take money from us. Those are the worst artists. Oh, I can get paid. I can just rhyme words. Like fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's the worst type of fucking dudes. I hate music like that. Like fuck off. But yeah, this was fire, man. This is super fire. He had some uncomfortable fucking subjects. He had some dope stuff. He had some peace of mind. He was rapping front to back. He did not sleep on any song. Different flows, different fucking cadences, all sorts of stuff. He had the contrast with features, all the beats. Everything was dope, man. This is a complete project. Like,
I'm gonna check this one out. I didn't get to listen to this one, but I'm gonna definitely check this one out.
Super dope. You're gonna off rip the production. You're gonna be like, man, this is different. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy coming from now, like especially like how much music we listen to. So if the beat stood out so quick to me, I was like, bro, I haven't heard production like this in a minute or ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is immediately catching my attention. And he does what he has to do on it. He doesn't stink it up. So
I think that's what I look for going into different projects, the production, like where the beats are, the beat placements, and a lot of it, like especially if you have a really good ear for beats. Like I feel like I have a knack for finding dope beats. Yeah. But when you can take that and then make it into really rich content, I think that's where talent is really
full circle.
Like,
yeah. Because a lot of people can have dope beats and just be whack.
Yeah. It's kind of like what Rich the Kid.
I was just about to say, all Rich these the Kid. The all best fucking production.
Yeah, what's the point of having great beats if you're not going to do anything?
If you're going to fucking make plush toy noises on it, it's fucking. So, yo, that's the brightest green cup I've ever seen. You can roto, like you can key that out in Final Cut, and you could turn that into a sword. Like you can Final Cut, you could immediately roto that out to a sword.
Yo, I should have that was the problem, bro. I should have just stacked a whole bunch of these up and put it behind me, and then I would have been able to fucking change the background, bro.
Solid. Damn. Easy to go.
It's fucked up.
So the next project, I appreciate Lou did this one for me. This is my homie's project. This is the West Side Story by West Nile. And this is dope.
This one was a good time.
It's a good time.
You know what threw me off is because I was like, who's Berserk? Like, why is like Berserk is on everything? So I'm like, is this both of them together? Like, I wasn't sure like if they did it like a joint, because that's what it really much was. It was them both just going in. And the only thing I didn't really like about it was I felt like the hooks could have been done a little bit better. Yeah. But I mean, overall, I mean, this was
a fun project.
This was a nice little ride. The bars, I mean, the bars was bars. I mean,
old school, straight to the point shit.
Yeah, this was real. This was nice. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like the pacing. I like the 90s old school feel, but it still had the new age kind of vibe and rap. Yeah. There's a lot that I liked about it. I like the production,
super clean. I'm super hyped.
I really thought going into it, I thought it was going to be like this whole, like I thought it was gonna be a story. I thought it was gonna be like a West Side type of story. But then like I understood listening to it as a whole, because I ran it back. Like after I reviewed it, I actually ran it back, and I'm like, okay, now I understand. Like it's not really a story, but it's a story. Yeah, you know. So, but it was a good time. It was a good time.
I wish my homeboy Wes would do that too. Wes is dope. So Wes actually, when I used to be in my hardcore band, we used to play with this band all the time, and I just was obsessed with this band. Like if you go on my MySpace. Well, his band's song is on my page. His band was fucking dope. His band was Razor Blade Hand Grenade, and they were super, super dope. Crazy Jersey dudes. And we played a bunch of shows with them, and I was just a huge fan. And when I started doing my solo rap thing, I noticed he started doing his solo, and I'm like, yeah, like hardcore singers out here rapping, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this is dope. And he was doing old school stuff, I'm doing old school stuff, so it's cool. Like we had like a mirrored timeline, and it's just good to see like dudes who are fan of like 90s hardcore, New York hardcore, and like the shit like that are fan of 90s hip hop too, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. And like, so this type of stuff is just super dope, like to see him go down that path. But yo, he's a madman. Dude is a madman, and he's the man though. But it's good to see him like just getting his rap on, bro. Like fuck it.
Yeah, and Berserk definitely did his thing. I would definitely want to shout out Berserk. Like he was like the perfect compliment. It was like Scotty and Jordan. Like they was like really contrast. Just trading the balls and just it was a nice ride, man. Yeah. I really did appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a good time. I enjoyed that.
I appreciate the aggression on this project. I like the fact that he sounds angry at all times.
Yo, he's a wild guy.
I appreciate it.
So
that's coming from the angry man himself.
If I was going to kill a bunch of people, I'd play this.
So quick little story time. So I actually I was chilling with him a few weeks ago. We were laying down some music, so I went out to Jersey to go kick it with him, and he's just showing me he's got like all these he's got some weapons and shit like that, which is dope. And then he's like, yo, peep this that I made. And he pulls out this blow dart. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he made this PVC blow dart that shoots these thick ass nails. And he's like, yeah. And it's kind of got like I forgot what the fuck he said, but he was like, yeah, it's kind of made easy proof. So he's just like, I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, try it out. So I'm just like, all right. And I'm just like, barely I'm like, and it's like this fucking nails pinned in the wall. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you could kill someone with this. And he's like, yo, I'll make you one. And I'm like, I want one.
What day did this man turn around and just think, I'm going to make a PVC blowgun and I'm going to make it so easy to use that anybody could kill somebody with
anybody, bro. And I'm not kidding. Like the nail was huge, and I barely blew into it, and it fucking pinned his wall.
People pay like $300 at Home Depot for a nail gun that does that shit.
Yo, so I was hyped. So I'm like, yo, I need one. He's like, yo, I'll make you one. I'm like, I need one of these. But he was like making his own like ball and chains and like just a bunch of crazy shit. And I love it. I'm like, I love it. This dude's the GOAT. So but shout out to Wes. Wes actually got reposted.
I've heard his name. I've heard his name around. And when I was looking at the review, because as we do the episodes, I look everything over usually as we discuss it. And when I went on his Instagram, I was surprised that he only has like a little less than 5,000 followers, because I've heard his name around,
well, because a lot of the stuff was him moving around like with the hardcore band, so going as Razorblade Hand. Yeah, but he did get a lot more love after Snoop reposted him on his page recently, so that kind of gave him the big boost. But I mean, he hasn't been doing the solo stuff too long. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
And he's still very old school. So,
yeah.
But yeah, shout out to him though. Crazy shit. So if I get a PVC blow dart gun, I'll tell him to make extra. We can all,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
You ever been there? When a zombie apocalypse happens, at least we'll have some blow darts.
Yo, it was like shocking. I gotta send you guys some of the pictures. I took some pictures with like knives and shit. It's pretty fun. I was having a good time. So I'm like doing like samurai shit. Yeah, wild dude. Fucking fantastic. So the next project is the Sixers. This is Bad Seed and L.R. Blitzkrieg. Oh man, this project's a good fucking time. This shit brought me back to the old school days when rappers would fucking rap and have a funny, slightly corny but dope story around it.
Yo, I loved this project.
It's so
to the point that because I just when I hear a project, I look at so many different aspects of it.
Yep.
And I just loved how the interludes and everything flowed in.
Yeah.
And then their choice of production, the quality of it, the way the delivery and cadence was, everything that they were doing all just coincided perfectly. And it almost reminded me of the days where when Aftermath and Interscope was the biggest shit out there.
Oh yeah, when everything they put out was gold.
And when Obi Trice was dropping shit and he was fire, and Exhibit was dropping shit and his shit was off the chain, and you had all these different artists, and then it almost sounded like their music fit perfectly into that realm.
Yeah.
Where if they would have dropped that, I would have been oh yeah, they're with Aftermath.
Yeah, I'm the biggest fan of that. Yeah.
Something about it reminded me of that era, and
because it was aggressive, but it was it was aggressive, but it was not too serious.
It was really what I liked about it was for instance, was it track 5? I was caught up. It was there's so many dope interloping storylines within the storyline. I liked it. I really liked this one too.
I loved it. I love that whole theme. I love the whole FBI is looking for 2 dudes, but they can't tell who they are. Even the cover is them on fucking FBI sheets and shit's blurred out. I fucking love that. That shit's dope because when because artists don't do that anymore. Artists are so convinced. They're just so set on convincing you that I'm really a drug dealer, so I need to be as serious as possible. When back in the day, we get it. Even if you didn't sell drugs, if a rapper sold it to us and then they gave us a corny movie with it, we enjoyed it. We're still trying to be entertained. And rappers now are so convinced they want you to believe that they're just these gangbanging dudes. And it's bro, you can still have fun. You're an artist, bro.
It's what happened to all the Rough Rider type of music where it's still fun. We know that these dudes is they could be killers, they could be drug dealers, but they still having mad fun. I mean, I want that stuff, but that's why I really liked it. I mean, this one gave me real Violator vibes. I liked it. It was a good song.
I fucking loved it, bro. I liked everything about it. I love the features. Rest in peace, Pumpkinhead. I like fucking DJ Eclipse going nuts on the last song. Planet Asia just being crazy lately, and I love it. Tone Spliff. Everything on this was a good time, and it was just short, straight to the point. 8 songs, 2 skits. So 6 songs. Fire.
Yeah, it was good.
Fire.
I liked it.
And the beats.
I liked it.
The beats. Every beat on this made me want to rap my ass off. Let's keep it a buck.
I hear the last one.
Yo, with the cuts.
Yeah,
don't
that shit was crazy.
People can't. DJs make songs better.
This shit kind of makes me want to make a Brighton Ball too.
There you go. So the next project was the one I did on the live stream. So this was Saint Kannon. This was Anthony Kannon and Saint Kid. This is some aggressive new age stuff, but with some 90s content. And I fucked with this too. This was aggressive. Anthony Kannon can rap his ass off, has a dope fucking rap voice, and he looks low-key like Mahomes. But this shit was fire, bro. I was here for this project too. And shout out to Saint Kid. I know I cooked you on your own project and gave you that red stamp treatment, but your production on here, good for you. Good for you. Great production.
I didn't like this as much as you did.
Really?
I didn't like it as I mean, I liked it. I didn't like it as much as you did.
Okay.
I felt like there was a lot of key takeaways for me. I felt like the hooks kind of left a little bit to be desired for. I felt like I saw his vision.
Yeah.
And it was like you're so close to like you're so close. Like it's so close, but then it's like like you're at the finish line and it's kind of like you trip over right at the line. And I was rooting for it too because I really liked it. Like the intro when it first comes on and everything, and then the beat drops and you're just like, oh, okay, I need you to spit. And then he spits and then it's like, okay. Yeah. And then getting into it. So I think the one that I really didn't like, probably Team Summer. Okay. Team Summer I didn't like, and maybe it was the features. I really didn't like the features like that. Okay. I thought I didn't.
He was carrying the album on his own. He didn't necessarily.
Yeah, he didn't need the features. In my opinion, he didn't need the features. Yeah. I think that the features, they didn't. Usually, when you get a feature on, the feature is supposed to take the song to the next level.
Yeah, they take it home. They finish it off.
Yeah, I didn't feel like the features did that. I felt like the two features that was on there was kind of like, okay, one of them was okay, but then the other one was kind of like, I could have dealt without it. Okay. I didn't need it. But I mean, it was good. It was a good album. Like I probably would have gave it like a 7 or an 8. Okay. But yeah, it's just there was just a lot left on the table.
Stuff. Yeah, there's some more stuff that could be done. Okay, I'm not mad at that.
I actually I'm pretty sure I reviewed one of his other ones.
Yeah. You didn't drop that one yet.
Wait, what? Say it again.
We didn't drop that other one yet.
Yeah. So I won't say anything, but I think he stepped it up from that one. But I do have to talk. Like I have to go with what Lou said. That I felt like he was at the finish line. I was too rooting for him because there's a lot of aspects of his artistry that I do like, and he has a lot of realism to his lyrics and everything. He's not sitting there like just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's actually saying something. And but I can't even really pinpoint. Usually I could always pinpoint what I think it was lacking, but I can't. It was just lacking something. Yeah,
see, and that's how I felt. It was just that certain aspect. It was like I just needed that oomph to kind of like put it a little bit over. Yeah. Overall, I liked it. It's just I needed something. I needed something. Yeah. Like there had to be something there that kind of like made me be like, this is over the top for me. But overall, I did like it. I mean, I think that it was a well put together. Like it was well thought. It was well put together. Like I said, my only grace was the hooks. I felt like some of the hooks on the album could have been.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes raps aren't the only thing that take you home. You got to make full songs. I get it.
Yeah. Sometimes if the verses are on point and the hook is not hitting,
it'll throw it off.
That ruins the experience.
Yeah, definitely could take a point off for that.
Like how like John are usually the only way a song will get a diamond is if it's just like undeniable or something that like
it moved you. It had to like change your life.
Yeah, like it moves you. I feel like where like you gave like the fire trucks, not on those specific songs, but just in general, like where you gave the fire trucks, how you didn't give that diamond because it didn't move you. I felt like that threshold for me was a little bit lower. If I had to talk about like what I think maybe it was that I felt was lacking, like that threshold was a little lower for me, as in it wouldn't have gotten like as many fire trucks because I felt like whatever wasn't getting that diamond wouldn't have got that fire truck for me because I feel like kind of like what Lou said, he needed a little something more, like maybe more oomph in what he's saying, or maybe if it was even just like he just switched it up and just kind of just, I don't know. Maybe it was just the oomph in his delivery or something. Maybe if he would have just went a little bit harder, because I did feel like his lyrics would change and the emotion in it would change. Yeah. But he still sounded like he was telling the same story. The way he was delivering it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I definitely can see, like, for me, a lot of things that sell with me with music is once someone has a dope voice, it's hard for me to just not be all about it. If you have a dope voice, you already are like good. You could say nothing. You could be like, I had spaghetti for dinner. I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? So him having a dope voice and then being able to string together the new age flow and go into some like old school shit, I'm not mad at that at all. Like I do say his the content's dope, but it is very it is a little wild at times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would like something a little more controlled to kind of lock me into per song rather than being like every song has a little bit of everything in it. You know what I'm saying? I want a song that's going to, you know, make me sad. I want a song that's going to make me happy. I don't want a song that's like small roller coaster rides. You know what I'm saying? But I get that. But I definitely could see him, you know, going off and like I can see him kind of like putting that pressure on him. Like, yo, you can definitely go nuts. You know what I'm saying? But hey, solid, super solid though. All right. So this next one I did not like. So this next project was featuring Ty Dolla $ign by Ty Dolla $ign.
Whack.
I did not fuck with this.
You know,
this project is a whole project of hooks.
Oh my gosh. When I was reviewing this, like, I expect a lot out of Ty Dolla $ign. If anybody knows me, they know I love Ty.
I like Ty as a feature artist. I don't like him as an artist on his own.
I like him as an artist, but it depends on the content that he's putting out. Beach House 3, in my opinion, is probably the best project he's ever dropped. Love Beach House 3. I listen to Beach House 3 to this day religiously. Beach House 3 to me is the complete project. He went off. This album makes me feel like he's still trying to capture Beach House 3 because everything after Beach House 3 hasn't lived up to Beach House 3. And I feel like every time he drops something, he's still trying to catch that fire in the pan. And it's kind of like, bro, you have to move on from it and make better content. You're still making the same content. There's nothing that shows me that you're growing from it. There's nothing that's showing me that you've elevated to a better level as an artist. It's cool, fine and dandy if you want to feature and do all of these songs with these artists, but if there's nothing there that's telling me that you've learned and grown in your music, then I can't, you know, I can't, my conscience cannot clearly take this.
A lot of these features were on here just to be on here.
What did I said? I know for sure. The one track that I really liked.
I didn't agree with your track 6. Okay, that Kanye Anderson .Paak Thundercat.
You know what? The reason why I didn't like it. And I already knew I was gonna catch flack from it because I knew how you was gonna feel about this.
That song slaps, bro.
But the reason why I didn't like it is because it sounds so much like what he did with Kanye on Pablo. I didn't like. I felt like this was a song that should have been on Pablo.
Both songs slap. I like that though, and I'm a big Paak fan too. I think Paak can do no wrong.
I like Paak too.
But I thought that song.
The only features I really liked on here was the Sean feature. I think Kalani murdered. I think she probably has the best feature on this. On this, aside from Sean, she had the best feature on here. Ego Death, Kanye. FKA Twigs, Skrillex, that song to me was amazing. If he would have just cut this down to like 10 songs, 25 songs is a lot of fucking songs.
And they're weird because like I don't think he knows how to make complete songs. You know what I'm saying? And it's like for a project that you're calling featuring yourself, it was literally like you were featuring on your own songs. Like it just nothing really spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? Nothing felt like his stuff. It felt like out of his years of being a very top tier active artist, these are all the stuff he's had in the cuff from just him featuring with other artists.
Yeah, just from him just doing, because you could tell like the Kid Cudi track, that Kid Cudi track, Cudi went nuts. I really liked it. And I'm like, this had to be when he was working with Cudi and working with Kanye in Wyoming. Like that had to be. I agree with you. I think a lot of these are throwaways. Spicy featuring Post Malone. I get that was his lead single coming into this album. And I'm like, this shouldn't have been a lead single, but I liked it because I like Post Malone. But I mean, it's still, man, it's just
There's just a lot of garbage on here.
Expensive, Nicki Minaj, fucking trash.
That Future Young Thug song, garbage.
Oh my gosh! First of all,
garbage.
First of all, you would think that Future and
I thought that song would slap.
Young Thug, you would think. Future and Young Thug usually they really drop really good music when they do stuff together.
Even the Dirk songs, and Dirk is dope as a feature artist. That song sucked.
I did not like that song.
That song should have been good. Like if you think about their sounds, like on paper, that should have been a dope song.
It should have been. Be Yourself was just what's this? Man, that Real Life, I did like Real Life. I like Roddy Ricch. I liked Mustard's production on there. I liked the Muziq Soulchild. I think the only reason why I liked Your Turn was because Muziq Soulchild.
It's his song. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it all feels like he's featuring on his own songs. And that's the thing. So if the feature artist didn't steal the song's not good.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It just wasn't. I didn't like the interludes. The interludes was trash. Yeah. That Gunna assisted Powder Blue. Oh my, garbage. I think I put a garbage truck there. Yeah. Dr. Sebi, garbage.
Oh my God! Don't disrespect my man Sebi. That song sucked.
Yo, bro, just don't do it. Like, Sebi's the GOAT.
Yeah,
like,
don't disrespect him like that with a garbage ass song like that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this album was
a waste of time for me.
It is. Yeah, this
too long, and it's just too many throwaways. It just didn't feel like a.
You could tell that he definitely paid for all these features, and that none of them really cared, and they all just did this shit when they had the time. And what I don't get is the fact that if you name an album featuring yourself, you shouldn't even have any fucking features.
What's weird about
it. That's what's weird. I think that if you would have dropped it and it was just them rapping, them doing whatever they wanted to do, and then he just did the hook and the bridge, I think it would have been a totally different album.
It's like he knows that everyone says he's only a good feature artist, so I get he named it that as like a joke, but like he literally proved everyone right.
Yeah, but can we talk about Quavo? Like going nuts,
going crazy.
Yo,
like I'm like, where? Like, what is this
that? Dude?
Yeah,
right?
He went
nuts. Yo, like, first of all, Quavo always gets told like he's the grunt of the Migos.
Yeah,
like he's the entertainer in the Migos. He's not the lyricist. You know, they always say it's between Takeoff and Offset, but Quavo got bars, bro.
Yeah, he went nuts.
I was here for. I'm like, nah. I need a Quavo. I need a straight Quavo album. I need.
His last album was trash, though. Don't hype him up.
It was. But come on, man. Like, if he could rap like this, then he could do it, man. He could do it.
Now, who knows, man? He probably had a chip on his shoulder. He was like, I'm tired of these niggas fucking tell us, hey, I'm the wackest member. All right. And then he does it on this quiet ass album that not that many people are gonna go looking for.
Yo, that's arguably top 5 Quavo verse I've ever heard.
Seriously.
That was a really good verse.
I can't really say much for me because I think Migos suck. But I'll just give that to you. I mean, if that's one of his best verses, then that's
telling
fine.
you, bro, that's top notch verse. And that's coming from something because Quavo is not. He's the one that you get the feature on, like a Justin Bieber assistant, like when he featured on Justin Bieber's. He's the Migo you go to for the commercial feel. He'll give you the commercial things. This one, like he did his thing. He really
I'm trying to figure out why anybody's going to Migos for anything, but I mean.
Migos is not that bad, bro. Like as a group, they're not that bad.
They kind of suck.
It's because Donald Glover blew them up. Let's keep it real.
Yeah,
they
put them on
did
Atlanta.
not blow themselves up when he he got the award for Atlanta.
I think it was Drake first, but then Donald Glover kind of like
Donald Glover. It. This is why Donald Glover said that Migos wrote the greatest song of all time at the the Golden Globe Awards. Only white parents watched that shit. They all streamed Migos to their kids for Bad and Bougie. They all streamed it to get hip with their kids, and they blew up after he said that. That is the only reason.
And like he put them in the first season of Atlanta.
Yeah, but that's why he gave him that shout out as saying that was the best song for it. But that's the only reason. The only reason. All right, that's it. There's no other reason. There's not talent or any shit like that. Donald Glover spoke, and that's it.
I mean, Donald Glover is the GOAT.
He gave them a cosign on an award show. People love award shows.
Donald Glover, drop that album. We waiting for you and Rihanna. Drop that album.
Drop a good album. The last one was a little weak. Drop a good. Come on.
Nah, from the reports I'm seeing, he's rapping.
He's supposed to give us his last rap album as Childish Gambino. So this better be. I want all the fucking mixed bars. I want all of that shit. But anyway,
I want what's that mixtape he did, the backpack joint.
The mixtape you talking about, the Loyalty? That was fire.
Yeah,
Loyalty was.
I need that. I need that mixed in with broke because of the internet. I need that.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. So, anyways, let's move on.
So
we got a billion.
So he's gonna be Childish Gambino. You're saying
this is supposed to be his?
This is supposed to be his last album as
Childish Gambino. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's getting into because he's doing so. He got his hands in like everything. He's producing. He's doing shows. He's always writing.
He's always had his hand in everything.
Yeah, but but that's what he wants to do from now on. Yeah. He wants to get away from rap. Yeah. So I think this is gonna be his very last album.
I mean, because rap. I mean, if you really think about it, rap has never made him his money. His money's come from television.
His money is coming from writing.
Doesn't really make anybody their money.
His money came from like fucking 30 Rock and like, his website, the Derek Comedy shit and all
the community.
Yeah, he did the rap with some of that extra money because he's like, yo, I can do this. But like, he's never, his big shows, Madison Square Garden, all that shit. But he never,
Yeah.
But anyways, so his next project was, oh man, this was Shady Baby by Nechie. This is garbage. This is same old. This is one of Dice's zeros. This is just, but I get it. Like, I when I went to listen to like go over this project, like, oh, let's listen to it. I was sucking my teeth within the first 30 seconds. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh, here we go. You know what I'm saying? And that's such a terrible feeling. Like, as a fucking music critic, I don't want to turn on something and immediately be like, oh, here we go. And like, I know what this whole album was going to sound like. And then skipping through the songs, I'm like, I knew it. And it just was that bad, bro. It was
but like, bad. I looked at the review that I did like today and I seen that I gave two dumb trucks and then, like some like fucking snooze faces and fucking trashes. And, and I looked through it and I listened to it again today and, and I like really gave it a chance. And when I looked through it again, I realized that I probably would have changed a few of these and just gave them all dump trucks because this album fucking sucked worse than I originally thought it did.
In some projects you don't need a double listen, bro, because it gets worse. It gets worse.
I didn't listen to this one. I saw the review.
You saved yourself.
And I was just like,
I gave every song about 10 to 15 seconds.
I was just hoping that like somehow for some reason he'll just like watch this and be like, oh shit, he would have changed it up a little bit for me. And I'm like, no. More
trash. It was so bad, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I was like, this isn't even worth my time. I went through like 13 seconds of each song and I was like, man, Dice did the world a favor. It's fucking terrible.
He took one for the team, literally.
Yo, for the Earth. Team Earth.
Yeah.
So the next project, oh man. So this was Sleazy Jesus by Lil Scampi. So this is Lil Scampi of Little Nut and their little crew trying to do some serious raps. But one thing people realize when you do serious raps, you always start off bad. Your first project's never as good as you want it to be. You could be ambitious, you could try things, you can try funny raps first, but that first serious project is always gonna be like, there's always gonna be those mistakes that you hear, those amateur, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's amateur hour, and this project is that. It's
it's another one I passed on.
I have to apologize. I know he's gonna watch this, and I apologize. He asked me if I could give him some pointers and message him some advice. I will get them to you. I'm just a busy person, as you can see this super episode. But the thing is that no, it's true. And what really did it for me was because it's like what I said in the first line. I turned this on wanting to laugh.
Oh yeah.
And then realize that this project isn't meant to be a solid joke. And that's the thing, like even the intro was funny.
Yeah.
And then he came in and like he would like do serious raps and then throw in a little funny thing. Yeah. And it's like I was almost like waiting and sifting through everything to get the funny shit because he always does funny shit.
Yeah.
And you can't have the name Lil Scampi and call it Sleazy Jesus and actually have serious shit. So that's why it was like,
it's misleading.
I almost felt like I was just misled.
Yeah, you were led astray.
And I was like, damn. But I will say it wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible. I would have red stamped this, but like not like a bad red stamp, probably like a 4. But like the thing with this is the reason I would have done that, because I am super, super fucking weird when it comes to flow. And nothing upsets me more in rap when a flow cuts off too early or too short. Like when someone's kind of chasing the pocket and they mess stuff up, or they like stretch a word so it can fit in the pocket. Yeah. All those little like nuances fucking drive me crazy, because I spend a lot of time studying flow. I love flow. I love mixing it up from chopping to smooth. All the math behind lyricism, I'm a fucking nerd for it. And hearing things where he'll do like, oh, I'm going to do a cool flow because this is a rap fast flow. And you're like, oh, he kind of nailed that. For him to end the punchline on a very off, uncomfortably like awkward out of pocket thing, or even his tone just isn't riding with the beat like in some sort of sonic fashion. All those little things. And those are amateur mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like those are someone who hasn't been doing it for too long to develop that ear for it mistakes. But like I have beat myself up so much that I hear it all the time in everything I listen to. And this project was loaded with it. So those little things can take me out of it. Like you can have a solid 6 bars, but if you have 2 bad out of your 8-bar verse, if that verse is gone to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like stuff like that. It's just like there was a lot of these little things that he would do one thing right and then immediately do something wrong after, or he would set something up and not punch hard enough to finish it, or the beat could, he wouldn't go as hard as you would expect to. Like the beat's fucking intensifying and you're not going hard on it. That throws me off. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. All small things. But I mean, that's where the perfectionism, that's where the disgusting amount of hard work comes in, where you listen to yourself to the point where you hate it, Yeah.
And then another thing is, it's like, especially if he's hitting up dice for pointers and everything, he's still learning. Yeah. I imagine he's still young. He's still learning.
I think they're in high school.
And he is.
I think all of them are in high school, or they're just fresh out or something like that.
They're gonna get better. Like Lil Scampi, take this criticism as positive reinforcement. Oh yeah. Use this criticism and push yourself forward. I mean, we was all at that point. Yeah. But I started rapping when I was 9 years old, and I'm pretty sure I was fucking trash at 9 years old. But I mean, you get better.
Imagine not your man's like a 9-year-old. Shut that shit up.
But you learn, learn through a process. And at 9 years old, I was getting Sycamore instrumental CDs and, just rapping over industry beats at that point. I didn't have structure. I didn't have none of that stuff. I had to teach myself. I had to learn.
But that's what it is. It's you study. If you can't get good at something, if you're not good at something right off rip, you have to study it. Yep. And that's where it comes into, like, people always like, oh, I don't bite people and all that bullshit. A lot of rappers that say that are usually corny because they also don't know how to listen to something to learn from it.
And then on top of that, it's not about biting on them. No. I mean, what did Wayne say? The best form of flattery is imitation. Yeah. At the end of the day,
it's not even biting. Like, you're gonna call someone a fucking biter for shooting a basketball? The only way to score is to shoot the basketball. So not everyone's gonna invent the fucking jump shot. You still have to shoot to score, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is.
So Trae Young is a biter of Steph Curry because he shoots jump shots, 3-pointers. Like, come on, bro. No, at the end of the day, you're gonna get better, and you only get better by learning your craft. Yeah, this is what you want to do when you're serious about it. Sit down and take this shit serious. Study and learn. And here's another tidbit: get yourself an old head that knows the music, that knows the in and outs, that can help you with cadence, that can help you with. Yeah, that's how I learned cadence. That's how I learned how to formulate my bars and fit it in my 16s and actually tell stories and stuff like that. I sat with old heads that gave me pointers, that told me, like, nah, you're putting it's too many words. Like, it's too many words. There's not enough air. Yeah. It's too many words. That way you could start learning this stuff. Like, I didn't get to where I'm at right now as a lyricist by fucking coasting and hoping that my talent will finally tap this potential. I learned.
And there's a very true thing to why there's a reason why we call like the 90s the golden era. And it's not just because like, oh, that's when, I mean, rap blew up market wise and industry wise and all that shit, but the reason people arguably love that era is because the amount of styles and contrast, nothing was the same.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? And like, if you really think about it, like, DMX did not sound like Tupac. Tupac did not sound like Biggie. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much you can learn from just those three styles. Like DMX, oh man, everybody, oh, he's an aggressive rapper. But if you really listen to DMX, that motherfucker was lyrical as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like his fucking syllable count, stupid. He would say some crazy shit and it sounded like he was talking because that was his voice and his cadence and delivery. There's so much to learn behind that. Then you have Tupac. Everybody, you imitate him. Me.
I grew up.
You know what I'm saying? That's how he did it. I grew up
also listening to Pun. Big Pun.
And that's also another one.
Big Pun was like, he was the most underrated lyricist ever.
And
like,
he was syllable city. He wasn't, Pun was not
together,
just,
bro.
Pun was not just dead in the middle of Little Italy. If you listen to other shit, he was packing them bitches with syllable madness, but they all made sense. And that motherfucker couldn't breathe, bro. He was so big and couldn't breathe, bro. And he was fucking nailed. You could hear him in fucking the It's So Hard. You hear that motherfucker on the mic. Like, it's crazy. And he was nailing it because there's an art to it. There's a finesse to it. You know what I'm saying? And then you listen to every member of
Look at the freestyle he did in front of Biggie and DMX.
Nuts.
And yo, bro, like you had Biggie was looking at him like, yo, who is this dude? Like, yo, bro.
That's just it. That's why it's the golden era, because all the artists we name were different. And like, look at Wu-Tang. Yo, not a single member sounds the same.
Oh yeah, not one. You can't say U-Blood sounds like Meth sounds like Raekwon. No, they all have their own unique flow style. Yeah, everything is that 90s is the gold.
I gotta say though, talking about Pun is one of the scariest motherfuckers on a mic. Was one of the most scariest motherfuckers on a microphone. Period.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah, Pun is my all-time favorite rapper.
See me,
and the way I looked at him is because
I feel like Pun didn't have a chance to put out enough music, and that's why. So people argue with me because I'm like, I can't put Pun on a list because he did not give us
enough content,
and it's not his fault.
That's why I said about Biggie. Like people get mad at me because I said the same thing about Biggie. My thing is, it's like there's not a big enough catalog to put these, and they died so young.
Yeah,
you know,
like Tupac gave us enough music for generations, so you can put him on a list because he was dropping music for decades after he died.
Music, Biggie didn't. Biggie had 3 albums worth of music.
Yeah,
and you know that's not nearly enough time. That's like say if Hov would have just left at the Black Album. You could have still put him on the list, but that list isn't as extensive as it is right now.
Yeah. And even that, Hov now, you can make albums with his features.
Yeah.
So, you know, like there's that opportunity.
I honestly like going off of what Lou said. I think the only way you can truly put an artist on a list as an artist, like if you have there's because people don't understand that there's a difference between artists and rappers.
And rappers,
And if you make a list of artists, the only way I can put an artist on the list is if there is clear proof that they are able to withstand the times.
Oh, yep, the test of time, literally.
From then to now. And if you say, well, they weren't there then they shouldn't be on the list.
You look at LL Cool J.
Then you need to wait longer.
LL Cool J is probably one of those prime examples of that. Because LL Cool J has not only withstanded the times, every shift in every generation. Yeah, every shift in every generation. And he did it with bars and content. There was not, but he did it with everything. There was rappers that were afraid to battle him because he was battling at one point too.
Everything. Because he did it with bars, content. He did it with mainstream. He did it with ladies' music. He did it with everything.
So LL Cool J was always one of my tops. I think like when I was growing up, the 3 people I listened to the most was Pun, because Pun was like my Puerto Rican idol. Yeah. Being Puerto Rican, you don't.
Oh, my man, I lost him. Did you
really have? We had Cypress Hill and black dominated hip hop. You know, I mean, black is hip hop.
Yeah,
it's you know you don't have Spanish people sitting here making this music and hitting it the way that they was hitting it. Yeah. So Pun was always my go-to. Pun was always top for me. And then it was LL. LL did stuff. You know, I'm a ladies dude. You know, I do my shit for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so LL was that dude for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? I could be some thug and still get bitches? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was LL. Yeah. Nobody wanted to battle LL. Like, even Cannabis at one point was like, nah, I'm done with this because LL was just going to keep coming. I mean,
and then Cannabis killed him. Even though LL killed him, you know what? Business wise, Cannabis ate his food lyrically.
Okay, so my only gripe with this is that LL did exactly what Drake did with Meek. LL took it mainstream. LL had it.
It was a great song
on radios.
Second Round Knockout had Mike Tyson on it. And on 5, 4, 3, and on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, bro.
I give you that.
Well, come on. See this mic. Watch me use it. Snatch his head off with the crown still attached to it. Cannabis snapped, bro. Cannabis lost his fucking mind, bro.
But he had to, though. He had to. I felt like when you have your back against the wall like that, like you don't snap, like. Come on, bro. Like it's just look at KRS-One, bro. Like you have to. You have to go all out, bro. Your back's against the wall. This dude is killing you on the radio. Mama said knock you out.
Cannabis had to lose his mind. And Cannabis had to lose it. Which I was always like a big Cannabis fan because he made it cool for nerds to just rap. You know, that motherfucker was like rapping about fucking different galaxies and alternate universes. And I was like, yeah, talk that space Dragon Ball Z shit without even watching anime.
This is in the 90s, bro. Like, the anime wasn't even as
I couldn't Google shit he was saying, so I had to believe it, bro. I had no choice. I wasn't that smart.
What you mean? There's another galaxy in the nebula?
This nigga, he was like the first motherfucker to mention quantum physics, bro. I thought that was made up. I thought that shit was. I thought the Fantastic Four made that shit.
Cannabis made quantum physics.
Oh, that's bad funny.
Facts, but
the last one that I listened to, I listened to him for his cadence, Mace. Mace's cadence is by far one of the best cadences
ever
in the history of hip-hop.
Because he was everybody when they think of bars and like rapping, you think of 8 to 16. Mm-hmm. And Mace rapped in like 4s. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he will chop his 16 bar verse down to just 4. Everything was long and slow and just, it was so relaxed that it felt like it shouldn't have been in the pocket. And it was perfectly in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? But that's Harlem. Harlem, everybody from Harlem they had a sauce that you still till this day, you go to Harlem.
Still to this day,
different.
Bro. Yo, I was listening to him. Yes, I was listening to what's the one with him and Diddy? Vin got the money, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Job and said I listened to that. The way that he was putting bars together, and just like it was so smooth.
Yeah, and he sounded bored.
Like this is I could do this in my sleep, bro.
Yeah, it sounded like nothing, and it was smooth, and every word mattered, and he wasn't saying a lot of words. He wasn't throwing a lot of syllables. It was just coasting, and it was fucking dope, bro. He was rhyming. He was rhyming within. There was like 5 rhymes. Yeah.
In one bar.
Oh, and it was brilliant. That's Harlem, bro. Like, Harlem rappers are different, bro. Harlem rappers affected music in such a powerful way that they don't get enough credit. It's stupid. Like, if you punch and it's aggressively powerful and like haymakers, you have to give some sort of respect to Big L. Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because till this day, I don't care who your favorite puncher is. No one punches like that man, and he's been dead for how long?
If it wasn't for
Lifestyles is just a quotable. Like, I know that whole album front to back, and it's not because it's like, oh, it is one of my favorite albums of all time. But every line is a haymaker.
If it wasn't for Big L, we wouldn't have Dipset. That's a fact. That's a fact.
But let's move on with this. We got a long episode, man. We got a lot of these. So the next project is Crystal's Son by Dontaviou. This was solid. This was honestly a product of having very, very top tier production and very experimental. That's the only thing I liked about this album. It was experimental, had dope samples. It was new age, and a lot of the mixing, but some of the mixing was inconsistent. But it also he was a little inconsistent.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing I liked about this was the production.
Yeah, he was good every now and then.
Yeah,
and it wasn't. But I think
very up and down. project.
He would have gotten a yellow stamp out of me. I would have gave it a 6.
I think I just love the production so much, but I don't think he was.
I'd give it a 5.
Some songs he ruined. I will give you that. Some songs he ruined, but I don't think he ruined all of them. But I do think the production was just it was a little so much better than he was. You know what I'm saying? Like the production was way like someone else could do this album justice.
I could do it justice.
Facts. Oh, that's all. Yo, whenever I hear dope production, and someone not going
the instrumentals now.
Yo, facts. Right? Whenever I hear someone with production like this, I'm just like, bro, what are they doing? Like,
yeah, bro. That's like if I had this production, if I had the money to back my production the way I want to, bro,
insane. But
but that's why I didn't really like producers. I get mad at the producers because like. I almost feel like the producer needs to look at it and just be like, all right, like, do I want him on my beats? You know what I'm saying? Like
they got to do what Pete Rock does. So apparently I heard that Pete Rock in the studio. So like when he did that project with Smoke DZA, apparently he, gives them all the beats and then you record with him and do all this stuff. And then once you're done recording, he just takes the stems and he ghosts and he never talks to you again until it's ready to come out. And if he doesn't like it, he'll let you know. and I think that's how you protect your brand. Don't just let someone ruin your beats.
Do you want somebody to just come and ruin your fucking song?
Yeah, and that's like, Pete Rock. Like that's a legend, so I get it. So like, what a better way, like because it shouldn't. Because like, what the fuck? You're gonna sit there as a producer and talk to the guy like, oh, I'm not feeling this. To hear some rapper give you some bullshit. Well, what I was trying to do. This was the vision I had. Like, shut the fuck up. You ruined my beats. Just take it. Like, rewrite it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear a whole. Well, I was walking and I saw a turtle. Like we don't want to hear this.
That's why a lot of known producers don't work with just everybody. They work with this,
or like when M used to work with Dre. Dre would give M a hard fucking time.
You wouldn't see 40 fucking working with Migos, like
it's
you need Boy Wonder working with fucking Lil Yachty, like it's just you need people to fucking step it up.
Producers need to, beat makers and even regular producers, the people that don't like if you're in the studio, they need to fucking. That's why we don't get perfect projects anymore because people don't kick each other's ass. Like when M was working with Dre, M arguably did not put out a bad song. Now look at the M we get. We get a bunch of shit. We get bad, great, good. We get everything. But when he was working with Dre, everything hit. I can listen to those albums front to back.
Oh yeah, Marshall Mathers LP.
I wouldn't
Shady
even
LP.
skip a fucking skit.
Yep,
that's how good it was.
That's a fact.
I can, you know what I'm saying? Like shit that Dre works on, you cannot skip you don't skip shit.
The last one he worked on was Encore, wasn't it?
Yeah. And Encore was fucking phenomenal. They're all great. And that's the thing. Like that kind of mentality is like dead, bro. It's just like, yeah, that's solid. Even though on the inside, you're like, this nigga is fucking, he's over here fucking deflating a balloon on the microphone. It's crazy. So this next project, I was just like, oh my God, I hate this new trend too. But this was Psycho. Parentheses Legally Insane by Smokepurpp. So let's get rid of this whole fucking corny. You're edgy because your fucking cover art's black and white and you've done a few pills. You're not edgy. You're not a psycho. You're just emotional and your fucking chemicals are imbalanced. Like this isn't scary to me. You know what I'm saying?
Album, if it wasn't for Lil Mosey featuring on this album, this album would have been
Lil Mosey was sliding. What's crazy is this is another thing. I liked a lot of the production and this is top quality mixing and engineering. Mm-hmm. Like that engineer made garbage sound like clean garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, and which is crazy because like they don't get enough credit, but this dude was doing absolutely fucking nothing. He was saying nothing. He literally recited everything he started his career rapping about, which is garbage. And it just, you had 6 songs. This isn't even long. Why is this so whack? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like this shit is buns. Like this is just
because
a waste.
He's whack.
Yeah, and it's just like, bro, like you just proved why you shouldn't have never gotten famous.
This album is a weed plate.
It really is. It really is. And that whole edgy shit, that whole like I'm psycho and all that, corny. You're corny, bro. You can get you're corny. But
shout out to Lil Mosey
shakes when people yell at you, bro.
Shout out to Lil Mosey though, because you did your thing.
I fuck with Lil Mosey. He be sliding on shit. So that was whack. So this next project, this spoke to my soul. I was gonna give this a 10 off principle because on some light skin shit is how I live. But this was Heartbreak Hotel by Phora. Phora's been nice for a long time. And this project is really him just like, yo, I'm going to drop some high quality sad boy vibes. Like, this is fucking vibes. Everything on this project hit for me.
I got this one queued up. I haven't touched it.
It's a good time, bro. This is like a good time. This is all smooth. The production's smooth. The content's smooth. He's talking some real emotional shit, which I fucking love. But it's real. He's flowing. He's singing. He's doing it all, bro. He does no wrong on this project. And it's short.
Yeah, I just songs. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it was bad, but like, I don't know. Maybe I listened to it and I wasn't in the right state of mind. Because like,
you're not in your vibe shit.
Yeah, because I was at work and I just threw it on in the headphones and I was just like,
it made you sad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, yo, like, I don't want to hear this shit right now. Like, and I guess that's what did it to me.
But see,
I need to be really fucking sad.
I'm a big sad boy vibe guy,
and you know
but I've also been doing a lot of lo-fi. So this hit for me.
Yo, you know what I said too? I was like, yo, fucking John D. with this light skin shit.
Yo, 1,000,000%, bro. 1,000,000,000%.
I was like, yo, he's sitting there at the house right now with a single tear falling down his cheek, listening to this shit. Like, yo, y'all gotta hear this shit right now.
But man, I made it very clear. I made it very clear in the fucking review. I was like, he reached the lightest form of light skin tone, which is Sammy Sosa's current skin color. I had to lay it out there because I needed people to understand. Yeah. Bro. Like, this isn't a project you listen to while you're in aggressive mood. This is what you listen to while you lotion your legs before bed, bro. This is the most light skin shit you can possibly put on.
This is
some shit you play. You can play this shit in a full relationship and feel like you broke up. This is some light skin shit right here, bro. Like, this is how I felt this.
This is drinking and driving level.
Yo, I'm telling you, if you've ever been a little drunk and listened to Marvin's Room, this song emulates that whole feeling.
I'm sober listening to Marvin's Room, and I'll be looking at my bitch like, you motherfucker. Like,
that's what this project is, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it as soon as we get over.
This shit, if you and your girl had a good Valentine's Day,
this will ruin.
And then at like the end of the day, you listen to this, you're probably gonna text her like, "Yo, why don't you love me though?"
Yeah,
right.
It's probably
you guys could have spent the whole day together, and you listen to this. She'll text you, "Where are you right now?" You could be in the next room, bro. That's how serious this shit is, bro.
Sidebar. I spent Valentine's Day with Vic Yak's mom and his baby mother.
We're not gonna talk about that clown, bro. Fuck that dude, man. Fuck him.
But I just wanted to put it out there, like, you know, Vic Yak, your mom got some amazing
I could just see the fucking comments, the YouTube comments right now have 90 responses from him. Like, bro, my mom wasn't even around on Valentine's Day. What are you talking about? That's cat, bro.
Exactly. She wasn't around.
What are you talking about? She made me lunch and put it in a brown bag and sealed it with a kiss before I went out to work. What are you talking about?
Did she?
Yo, you see what happened? See, what happened was Vic Yak got that Phora album while he was reading that fucking review, and that was it, bro.
That was it.
And then he just got super emotional.
Too many feels, bro. It's wild.
Hey, yo, Vic Yak's mom's pussy though. Straight Italian.
Wait, no, you gotta go.
Yeah, straight Italian. It was number meatballs and I was sliding.
Like, don't talk about my mom like that, all right? She has black friends, so I can use the N-word. Fucking cornball.
Yeah, she sure has some black dick, huh?
He's gonna be like, so can I use the? I talked to LP. Can I use the N-word now? I'm sorry. Fucking
right.
He's gonna be like, well, Lou did fuck my mom, so he's like my stepdad now, so kind of like
he's a fucking cornball, bro.
I can use it now. Let me just walk outside and say nigga. I mean, he is my dad, man. I mean, fuck it.
Cornball, bro. So anyways, so the next project. Now we're up to the second week, by the way. This is rough, man. We're getting through this painfully. But so the next project was Autumn or ATMN by illmac. So illmac, also fire, man. illmac is dope, man. He's
illmac quietly is putting together a good couple of years, man.
Yo, facts.
Yo, John.
Yeah.
Yo, John. Why'd you disrespect this man and give him a 9.8?
Because there was no diamond, bro. I can't give a 10 unless there's a diamond.
Fucked up, bro. Like, that's so fucked up.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have given it a 10 either, though. But I wouldn't have given it a 9.8. Unless I get a diamond,
there's no 10.
I can't give it maybe a 9.5 or a 9. But I mean, this was a really good, well put together project. The
I'm surprised the truth didn't go off on this. Like, he stole this old idea from me too, and I go crazy in the comments.
Well, the truth is probably out sucking dick somewhere, so who cares? Anyways,
this episode is spicy.
Fuck the truth. But nah, this project was really, really good.
It was really
well put together. It was. I like the way it was. Oh man,
just
there's so much that I like about this.
The production, his raps. What's crazy is on top of everything being top notch, his pen always shines the most for me, and it's dope because his pen is so other level. Like, he says some powerful shit, bro, and I'm really into that shit, bro. He says some simple shit that hits, and then he'll say some complex shit that hits, and it's dope, man. I fucked with this heavy. I like this whole seasonal theme. Like, I liked all of them so far. Yeah. Like, spring's probably my favorite, but autumn and summer fucking slapped.
Yeah. Well, I didn't like what you did though, because Corporate Ladder kind of deserved the diamond. Kind of.
Corporate Ladder was close.
Sort of. I would have gave it a diamond. I'm not even gonna lie.
Ladder, I was like,
Corporate Ladder is probably the best song on that entire
The only reason I didn't give it a diamond is I would have given it if when I listened to it, I was like, let me just finish the album, because I really wanted to run it back. And if I would have ran it back, I probably would have gave it a diamond. But I was like, let's just push through. I'm like,
if any song on that project deserved, there's probably
that song.
Corporate Ladder was. That was bro. That's my favorite. I ran that one back like 5 times.
9.9. Yeah, 9.5.
Right, 9.99.
Fucking 9.5, bro. Dude, I'm telling you, I fucked with it heavy, bro. What's crazy is illmac usually sees our shit and he enjoys it. I don't know if he likes our shit anymore, because I think he saw the whole truth thing, and me asking him. I asked him in our store. I was like, did you steal the truth's idea? Just be real with us,
you know what? I don't care if he did.
I don't either.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You know what's crazy?
The truth should change his name to the trash.
So the thing with me is when it comes to stuff like that, it's like, all right, if someone stole your idea, you should have locked it down more. Just take it on the chin, bro. Like, hey, you fucking got me.
Or, and hear me out, or continue to do your idea, what you said you was going to do, and just do it better.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my idea, and look how much better this is from somebody who took my idea.
That's why I can't even be mad at it, because the truth did his things, but his projects were like 5-6 songs. illmac put out these seasonal things. They're like 13 tracks, and they're all dope, like quality. So it's like, I'm not mad at it. It's still more things, illmac. If it's gonna be this good, have a good time.
Yo, illmac, still all of the
because it's
shit.
not like he steals his bars.
Matter of fact,
you stole a
still his
seasonal idea.
Still his name.
The
illmac, your name now is the truth.
Exist, bro. Like, the fucking seasons exist. So whatever. But it's not like he stole your concept or theme. He literally has beats that feel like the seasons. And the seasonal projects that Truth put out, they're dope projects, but they don't sound like the seasons. They just sound like, dope rap projects. You know what I'm saying? So this dude took your idea and he fucking Bill Gates'd it, bro. He remixed it. It happens. That's life.
Happens to the best of us, bro.
Yeah.
Word. I don't want to hear nobody
still mad at Soulja Boy, so happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anybody complaining about fucking them stealing their fucking seasonal shits when a motherfucker don't even have a neck. Like, how the fuck do you even complain if you don't have a neck? Like, motherfucker's like 5'3". He don't even have a neck. He walk like this.
Oh,
like, how do you do that?
All I'm saying is, illmac, change your name to the truth. And just still take his whole
change
identity.
Your name to the truth and never use it. And
there's still a novel in my fucking Instagram fucking DMs.
Oh boy.
Once I said I was gonna get at him, how many fucking messages I received. Like, bro, stop it.
Get at him. The truth? Man, fuck the truth, man. Fuck him.
Are we gonna have to put out a diss album towards people, bro?
Fuck the truth. Yes, please. First track. Yeah. I fucked Vic Yak's mom. Like I'm all for it. Like,
yo, you guys want to hear some fucking petty shit that I was gonna do back in the day? So when I first started rapping and I came out like super fucking ambitious and aggressive, I was getting on a bunch of features and like trying to literally out rap people's souls. And a lot of people just wouldn't put out the songs. So I had all these songs. I was just gonna put a mixtape and like name every song like fuck this artist and just rap over their verse and like have and I was like, yo, I'm gonna just put this out. But I was like, you know what, I didn't reach that level of petty yet, but I should have when I had the chance. I should have.
Kind of did the same thing because I was always like, I wanted to take all of Drake's beats and then rap over them and do.
See, this was better. Feature stuff. This was stuff that people would be like, yo, can I get a feature? And then I would out rap them and they'd be like, oh, I lost the tracks. I'm like, no, I got it. You know, like I have it.
You know what? Yeah. I think you remember when I sent y'all like two records where I just went off. I went nuts on these features that I did.
Oh yeah. And I remember you had us
yeah. And my mans, and I text him not too long ago. I'm like, yo, bro, when you gonna release them joints? He was like, nah, I don't got the stems.
That's what they do, but that's what you learn. That's what people do.
But this is my man's. Like we're in a rap group. Like we're literally in a rap group. Like dog. Like
stems disappear. But see, that's why I do everything in my Dropbox. I don't lose shit.
Oh no, I got everything. I got
so I'm just like that's when the people pull that off. I'm like, sure you did. Like,
I got this. And even if you don't, bro, I could use these bars for a different song. Like that's how I feel. If you don't want to use them
because I hate using like bars for other songs. Like I just got to write fresh to beats. So like for me, that's like a wasted song, and that actually pisses me off. I have so many ways.
But you can always use them for freestyles. You can always
That's usually what I do. I'll keep them memorized and then I'll spit them at something. But that shit pisses me off. But anyways, next project. This project was so bad. This is ODESSA'S Garden by Lil. Yo,
it was so bad that the reviewer didn't even leave his name.
Just negative 10 out of 10. This
negative 10. It was so bad. They was just like, nah, I'm not even gonna be associated with this.
This project was bad.
Nah, I passed.
It was so many negative points that he negated his name from the review. That's how he had.
It was definitely dice, but we're not gonna talk about it. And you know what? I know it's dice.
Only thing I'm upset about.
Was it me?
No, this is definitely you. This is definitely. I know it's you. I know it's you because I know how you write your review.
Because I can feel the rage.
Yeah, I can just feel this. Look. This is high key. If the developers of Rugrats hired JJ Icefish,
don't disrespect my man. JJ Fish
for a new movie based in Japan. This is dice. This is fucking dice.
I'm giving so many bad reviews. I don't remember what I've done anymore.
Yo, this one's so bad.
You sent this to the group, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt.
This one was so
bad. To look at this one.
As soon as he sent this in the group, before I even like scheduled to post it, I'm like, let me listen to this, and I was like, oh, why did I do this? Like. There's some things you just don't do to yourself, and this was one of them. This project was fucking shit. This was dog shit. This honestly might already be in my like worst projects of the year category. It was that bad. I fucking hated it, but yeah, absolute garbage. And somebody was like,
I don't know, because there was the other one that I reviewed a few episodes ago. That one, I forgot if it was a dude or a girl, but where they had that whiny ass nasally voice.
Everyone, and that shit was.
That's true, but like this one, that shit had to be the worst of all time.
Oh my god, they're getting worse, man. It's the beginning of the year. It's February, bro. It's rough. Yeah. So the next project was also fucking dog shit. This was Cash Only by BRS Kash. This was like the garbage love song one. The fucking this album that hoes that buy Newport Lucy's and outdated baby fat jackets. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. This project was garbage. Fucking Self Savior tried to come up in here talking about these songs are fire. Like, yo, this came out at the perfect time. It's a Valentine's Day. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, this song sucks.
It's not. Yo, first of all, if we all know out of the group, I am
the R&B guy.
I'm the R&B guy.
The R&B guy.
So
we all got roles.
We all got our roles. We all got our niche.
Yeah.
And when it comes to rap, integrating love songs and R&B and rap, I'm the guy to talk to. And when Dice reviewed this, I was like, right on, because this is like oh my gosh, bro. Garbage. First of all, let's talk about first of all, if you're gonna do the whole lovey-dovey rap shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
The worst thing that you can do is over sexualize your dick.
Facts.
It's the worst thing you can do. No female wants to listen to a song where you over sexualizing your dick on every single song.
Every song.
After every 5 bars.
He pussy raps his dick.
Bro. It is high-key disgusting and low-key sus.
Facts.
My thing is, if you're gonna do it right. You gotta the way that I did it.
Like Tyga doesn't even do this, and Tyga has an OnlyFans.
Yeah, bro. If you're gonna do the love songs, bro, you gotta serenade these bitches. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
and then he had the nerve to
not wooing bitches by slapping them in the face with your dick.
Then you had light skinned Bay on here. Then you had mulatto Bay, fucking sexy ass mulatto on here, and you disrespected her with the white show.
Oh, mulatto is so sexy. I could imagine like he had to send her the record first, and then she send her verse and everything to him. Because there's no way. Like I would never allow mulatto to be on my record. I'm just serenading her with a whole bunch of dicks. It's just not happening.
I would that's what I need to do. If I ever get a verse or something like that from like a bad industry chick, I'm gonna just send them like a dud track first, and just get their verse, and then change all my verses to me hitting on them.
Bro,
just me asking them questions.
Give me one song with Rihanna featuring on them. I promise you, the song I will rename the song and everything.
Yep.
Like, I'll send her a song. It'll be like I'll put some dumb name on it. It'll be love songs, and I'll be like, yo, Rihanna, I just need a hook real quick little bridge. As soon as she sends it back, I'm rechanging it to Rihanna, I love you.
Yep. And then just dropping mid song that you're dating now, and like send it to TMZ first.
Yeah, I'll say it. I hit it with balls
like that dude on the UFC. That dude who was like, "Yo, Miley Cyrus, be my Valentine," and she tweeted him back.
Yo, bro, I promise you,
shoot your shot.
If you're gonna shoot it right. Mulatto is a bad bitch. Oh my god, sexy. That whole song. What's the name of the song? Let me go back. What's the name of the song?
Kash
App. No. It would have been mulatto trap.
Yo. Facts.
I'm trapping you.
Yeah,
I am trapping you. The whole song would have been about me trying to get her pregnant.
Yep.
The whole song.
It would have been fucking I pulled out in quotes. That's the name of the song.
Yep.
And bunny ears, nigga. That's what
I'd have ended the song like, damn, I forgot the condoms. Like
my whole verse would have just been me poking holes in condoms and just setting her ass up,
bro.
And replacing her pills with fucking sugar cubes and shit.
I am impregnating her. She is a rap. She's sexy. Oh my
Jesus Christ, she is bad as shit. But anyways, next project was the Lubalin EP. Lubalin, that's homeboy who did those. He sang those TikTok beefs like the Facebook.
Bro,
beefs.
He's low key fire.
He's fire.
Like, yo, he just did one. He was on the Late Show. One of them.
Yeah, with
what's his face? With the dude from Saturday Night Live. You can never
the not funny guy.
Names,
he's not that funny. The guy.
He's the cornball. He's OD corny. OD corny.
What the fuck is his name?
Does a lot of shit with
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just over there and he did the TikTok with him and everything. That one's actually kind of fun.
This project's actually dope. Like Lubalin's, he's really talented, and there's a lot. You can tell this is a bit of an older EP, but he's talented that he's doing all this himself. Like you can hear all the sounds, you can hear all the stuff, and he's finally coming to. So I think this is a good like beginning piece for him. Like he's probably pushing this because this is all he had outside of the fame. But I feel like he's probably working on like something super dope.
Yeah, me too. I started following him on Instagram. Like that's when I actually saw him to begin with on Instagram, and then I started following him on TikTok and stuff. And
it's just funny.
When I started reviewing this project, I was like, I didn't even know he had a project out. He had posted on TikTok. He did like a little TikTok for his new single. Yeah. So then I went and I listened to the new single, and then I seen, he got an album. Let me go check this out. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, while I'm here, let me review it. And I mean, I love it. It's so atmospheric. Yeah, it is. It would have been higher for me had it been. I felt like there was. I know that this is his first project, so sometimes when you have your first project, there's so much that you're missing. Yeah, and I feel like
some stuff
maybe he's thinking that as well. Like I left a lot on the table, but I liked it. I
thought it was cool. I can hear the potential in that, and that I'm not mad at.
He's like a white weekend for me.
It made you
in a way, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what you said, Dace?
This shit made me angry.
It made you angry? Did it? It made you angry?
Yeah. Because like
I need to know. I need to know. Like,
yo, I was angry
just
because
fucking
like,
white knuckling a steering wheel in the car,
right? Just fucking,
whatever was in my hand, I squeezed it. Like, yo, like I got mad because I was like, I'm listening to these other fucking projects and I put this shit on
and it doesn't sound like
and
anything.
This motherfucker is singing like I thought I was listening to Jesus. Like, I'm like, bro, like why? What is this? What is happening right now?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, is he gonna rap?
No.
And then like nothing, and I'm just like, why is this? Why did this happen? And then I immediately got mad and beat my fiance. Like, I don't know. I'm just playing. I didn't do that part. But no, but I did. I got a little mad. I was like, he's a good singer, and it's making me now want to kill somebody. But at the same time,
yeah, what did I just listen to?
It's definitely brutal. Like this is an EP like Batman will wear while he would listen to while he's putting on his fucking cowl and shit. Like, like this is definitely like it's
what
real
Batman
brutal.
listened to when his parents got killed.
Yeah, facts. This is that
yelling at
this
fucking
album.
Was it Wilfred to get out of my room?
This album made Batman.
Alfred, that's a Wilfred.
This is
shit.
like if they do a whole new video, like a whole new movie of Batman and stuff, like they have to do a montage playing this entire EP.
Twilight, the new Twilight dude Batman needs to have this on there. That's what it needs.
Yeah, you know, it's just man. But I liked it. It was a good time.
I fucked with it.
I liked it.
It's a good time. So the next thing was this is a double drop. Apparently this was PARTYNEXTDOOR's. This is Colors 1 and 2. It's one release, but apparently
it's one release, but it's 2 EPs.
2 is older than 1.
Which doesn't make sense to me because 2 sounds newer.
2 sounded way better.
Because if 2
sounds way better.
older than 1,
why call it 2?
Because he's not improving.
Yeah, and
you know what it is?
Because 2 sounded so good, and 1 was just like
One. The only song that was on there that I liked on was the Travis Scott. Yeah, that's the only one that I liked.
Yeah.
And
I like PARTYNEXTDOOR. He's always been light Drake for me. He's always been like diet Drake for me. Like if I have listened to enough Drake, I put on.
But why can't he afford good engineers? I don't get that.
No,
because I felt like the quality on this wasn't that good.
He goes to engineers. It makes me think it was throwaway. I mean, because 40 works with him a lot. Boy Wonder be on there.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of the producers that he works with,
I think these are throwaways because the mix definitely was inconsistent.
Yeah, because Boy Wonder and 40 are incredible. So I don't know, for some reason I just felt like, unless that was the sound he was going for, I just felt like his style and his voice.
You could tell Colors 2 was a lot of good, like that was production. Like I think Peace of Mind was 40, Freaking You, like all of them, that's his normal producers. I think what he tried to do was step out and get other producers, because if you look at the contrast between the 2 projects, it's very different. Yeah, especially the tone and the beats and the direction. So Colors 1 for me, it just didn't hit for me, and maybe that was because he's not using his regular producers. He outsourced it, because you could tell, like even the Travis Scott joint, that's one of Travis's producers. If not Travis produced it himself,
because that kind of like exposes it too. Because like I always liked PARTYNEXTDOOR, but like I never wanted to just give it to like his production. I always just thought maybe he was dope, but this kind of shows that he only like some artists are only good on certain.
Some art you need your producer. I mean, like we're not gonna get a Drake album without
then
at
you
least
call them an artist. And when like if you're only good with one producer, are you even an artist? Or are you just like a dope rapper on, or like song maker on these type of beats? It's weird.
I mean, that's why you have to give it to The Weeknd. The Weeknd, he's arguably who he is because of the fact that he could take anybody's production and make a dope song out of it.
He's a dope artist. He's got a dope sound. He knows how to use his voice for anything, and that's But some people like PARTYNEXTDOOR lets me down because I always like rooted for him, and that's a letdown.
He's good for like singles and features, because I think my favorite songs are like on the Drake albums. Yeah, like what's that, Preach, Wednesday and stuff like I always liked his assistant. Yeah, it's always I don't like his own song.
He never hits on his own stuff. It's weird.
The only times they hit is if featuring Drake. Yeah, in my opinion, that's the only time it really hits. True. Recognize. I could go on the list. That's the only time it really hit. Drake has to jump on like Party, I Got You.
It's weird shit. So this next project was another garbage mainstream artist that everybody like loved once, and then they're just struggling to hit gold again. This was Unbothered by Lil Skies.
Never liked Lil Skies.
Never. He's been trashed since
never
forever.
liked him.
We actually got into it with him once back when we reviewed him a while back, and he got into it on our comments back in the Not Your Man's days. But yeah, this is boring, and even the features are boring. Like, I like Lil Durk did nothing. Wiz Khalifa was boring, fucking, and just this whole project was just ass. It was just like uninspired, bro. Like, you're just bored and you want to make a little money, and you have a little following of TD boppers because you're a light skinned skinny cat with face tats. So you're gonna make some sort of money. So this is, I don't know, it's super boring, very garbage.
I didn't get through the whole album. I got to
it's all the same.
I got to track 4, and then I heard
the whole album already.
Yeah, that was it. I was just like, nah, I'm done. I can't do it. Because even when I like Durk.
I like Durk too. I think Durk's dope.
But this was you know what? You know what it was? It was probably because it's not a Durk song.
It's a label. It's not something I think it's a label check. It's like the label says you have to work with me.
Yeah, I'm not. The Wiz joint was trash.
Yeah, garbage.
And Wiz is a dope artist too. Like,
Wiz usually can give you decent on you know.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to snap, but he'll give you something. I don't know.
I was automatically annoyed because, like, just the cover alone, like, I was just like, well, I know I don't listen to him, so I knew he sucked because the way he looked. And you could usually tell when somebody sucks because the way they look. Like, I was like, look at these motherfucking shoes.
Never judge a book by the cover.
You were fucking, like, you're a known rapper. Your shoes got grass stains on them. His feet look like they're bigger than his legs. He got some crazy clown hair. I'm like, yo, this dude is gonna sound like a fucking clown.
Yeah, and he does.
Psychoanalyzing this right now.
Yo, and then I go in and I'm like, yo, listen, like, I turn that shit on and it's fucking garbage.
I got to track 4 and I was just like, yeah I'm over this. I'm done. Trash.
Yeah, garbage. So then Friday, this Friday, I actually jumped in on. There was a lot of shit that came out, but a lot of shit from people I just don't know.
Yeah,
but there was 2 projects.
I reviewed a lot on Friday.
Yeah, there was a lot. But there was 2 projects that I was like, all right, I'm going to do these. So the first one that came out Friday that I was like, oh, I'm going to do this because he's usually good for a project or 2 every now and then. But this was Only the Generals Part 2 by Kevin Gates.
Didn't like it.
The thing with Kevin Gates is I think he has a dope voice. And I think that his quality, the music, like, he has enough money that his music always sounds clean.
I don't like.
I just think his production is a little bit stuck in like the Rick Ross era, and he just is like a ranter. So his songs are like 4 minutes, and they just start off so good, and then you lose you because it's too much, and it's a little too southern.
I'm not a Kevin Gates fan.
I don't think I'm a fan of his, but I usually can appreciate like his music being okay. He's very inconsistent. I don't think
I never liked Kevin Gates.
Yeah, I don't like
and
Kevin
after
Gates. But
after I was forced, after like people like forced Kevin Gates memes out there, you know how like there was always some like inspirational quotes on like a picture of Kevin Gates, and I'm like,
well, because he's a great speaker.
He's a great motivational speaker.
He's super smart. He's a very great speaker.
He has it all hit.
But that's what throws you off, because like you can listen to his speeches and you're like, man, this is a smart brother, and then you listen to his music and you're like,
you know what? You would think how smart he is and how he speaks, you would get my song level.
Yeah, and you don't. You don't.
And
my song is another smart, intelligent brother that could put it down on wax.
Yeah,
Kevin Gates is very smart. Everywhere. It's just he can't get it together.
He's like trapped in a certain eras. Like he puts out some new age shit where he abuses the hell out of auto-tune, which doesn't fit for someone who has a deep booming voice like that. Or he'll put out some like Rick Ross type street banger shit, which is hit or miss. For the most part, I like when he does that, but that's really it. And then anything else he does is just fucking weird. And then you got track 7, which me and Shorty were in here crying, bro. This is the wildest nigga. This whole song is about eating butt.
And he's a huge
he is one of the people who started that whole movement. But the shit he was saying in this song, he was like one of the lines, bro. I honestly might have to pull up the lyrics for this, bro. Because I was literally crying.
It's called
bro.
Send That Load.
I know.
And I don't even want to know what the fuck he means.
Dude, I don't want to know it. Dude, when I tell you I was fucking crying.
That could sound like some sus shit, or that could sound like he just wants the bitch shit in his mouth. because I don't know what he's trying to say.
I think that's what it is though. Like he is talking wild, bro. So this
not only is he eating ass, but he's trying to get the whole fucking chocolate shake with it.
That fucking killed me, bro. Bite her little booty, she tooted. I spread her little chicks and I lick in between. A lot of you listening right now might not know what I mean. I'm trying to take all of my tongue and I'm sticking it dead in her hole. She squirt on my face when I'm gripping her waist. I'm knowing I'm touching her soul. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I was like, okay. I was like, okay.
He literally just made an anthem for anybody that wants to eat ass.
This whole song is wild.
Hold up. Listen, because eating ass, there's a difference between eating ass and eating shit, bro. Because, like, he ain't talking about eating ass, bro. He's talking about 2 girls in 1 cup, bro. Like, he's talking about her, like, just spraying them in the face with and shit.
And farting in his shit. Dude, it's fucking strange, bro. But this whole song, bro, when I tell you, me and Shorty were in here
Kevin
crying.
Gates, yo.
I ran this back because of how fucking ridiculous it was. I was cracking up. I was like, this is what. But he says some wild shit. Dude, I think it was the first track. And he's like, when he say, I got a tranny on my waist. She got her dick out. And I was crying, bro. Like, I was like, what is happening, bro? Shit like that is sprinkled all over this project.
What?
I'm telling you, bro. This is, and you know what's weird? Because if someone was like, bro, that's some Southern shit, I'd be like, all right, man. I wouldn't, you know what? I'd be like, all right, man. Yeah, I'd be like, go ahead. Go ahead. You can have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Southern shit, bro. Yeah.
this that shit. It's the South. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, y'all know about that shit.
Oh, yeah. So I
don't want to know.
Because he's getting away with this.
We're good with that.
We're good. We'll pass. But, this project is wild like that. Like, it just was very, there were some songs I'm like, oh, I'm having a good time. And then there's songs I'm like,
my little brother likes Kevin Gates, like, a lot. And I'm next time he comes through, I'm gonna be like, yo, I heard that new Kevin Gates, and he's like, yo, that shit is hard. I'm gonna be like, what part? Which one was hard? Was the tranny dick hard? Like, which part was hard? Because that apparently was hard because that was sitting on Kevin Gates's lap. And what other part was hard? The shit in the mouth. Apparently that was soft.
Farting in his face.
She's squirting shit in his face. Like, I'll be like, yo, what are you into, bro? Like, what are you doing?
That's the South.
See, this is what we gotta talk about.
That's how you do down south. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's that South shit. It's like, bitch, you were born in New York.
Wild, man. And then so after that fucking wild experience, the last project, which fucking slapped, was the Fraud Department. This is Jim Jones and Harry Fraud. Jim Jones hasn't missed in years.
Yeah, first of all, my favorite Jim Jones album all time, Hustler's Poem.
Fire.
This album is better than Hustler's Poem. Hustler's Poem is
the shit he dropped for me last year was my favorite Jim Jones, but this is fucking dope. I mean, the last 4 albums he dropped, I'm obsessed with, but this one, give Harry Fraud his flowers, bro.
I was just about to say that. We gotta give both of them their flowers.
Give
Jim Jones, give him his flowers. Give Harry Fraud made.
He been cooking for how? Hey, don't disrespect French. I'm a French fan.
Look. I love French.
All right.
But if it wasn't for Harry Fraud, French wouldn't be French.
Yeah, that's true.
The beats that Harry Fraud makes are instant classics.
God tier, yeah.
The way that he can pull out production on, even when he does his samples, bro, amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
This project is riddled with that, and it fits the whole theme. It has this old school 90s theme too. It's fire, bro. And Jim Jones is nice. He don't miss, because Jim Jones to me is like Game, but without the name drops.
He is arguably, I think he's better than Game.
Half and half. I put them both on the same level, but I think, it's hard because like Game, when he works with certain people, it's just brought to level.
I mean, if we're talking like Jesus Peace Game,
like Game has moments where he can go like he's God level, and you're like, what the fuck? But like I feel like Jim Jones is like a Game, but like without the name drops. Like they both tell such vivid, real hood stories, but they're not doing it to like boast. Like they'll flex like, bro, I'm about that shit, but they'll be like, bro, I use that shit shit to get out the hood. And that to me is like kind of like my favorite rap, because that's not motherfuckers trying to bank off of like using it to like fucking infect kids with. It's like, you know, I would much rap. Yeah, I respect anyone. Like for me growing up, you know, street hood heroes and shit like that were always dudes that are like, yeah, bro, the only reason I'm hustling is to pay for my mom's house. But once I don't have to do this anymore, I'm not going to do this anymore. That's my kind of shit. Not the people like, I'm just doing it for whatever, but both of my parents pay for everything. So you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just corny to me. Like, if you doing it because you got to just be a man, that's fucking life. That's what it puts you up to. That's a hood hero to me. You know what I'm saying?
I've always liked Jones.
And Jim Jones is on some hood hero shit to me. Like he's I've been a Dipset fan since fucking forever. So he's always been like, he's
huge
been
Dipset fan.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting on Joel's to drop something, man.
Yeah,
I need Joel's back.
Yeah,
I need Joel's. What's that last mixtape Joel's drop?
I don't remember that shit. It was so long ago.
Man, that was such a good mixtape. Yeah. We haven't had anything since.
But see, but Jim Jones been doing his thing, and Cam dropped that shit 2 years ago. Like they've been Jim Jones has been out here, and this Harry Fraud project is good to see. Jim Jones, as much as I love him with Heatmakers, it's match in heaven. This Fraud's just fire, bro.
I mean, Heatmakers and Dipset is like synonymous, bro.
Yeah, you said you didn't say to say what?
I think it's safe to say that if Dipset wanted to, they could come back
easily.
Not easily. I think they're the only rap group. They're the only rap group that could actually come back and make a dent right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're that.
I don't understand why they don't.
It's probably everybody doing their own thing. I think Joel's is not really into music right now.
I mean, Joel's has just got out again.
He just got out of jail. Yeah.
And I feel like Cameron's still doing music. He did that album last year, and it was just as dope.
Yeah, but I'm sure they still like money.
Yeah, and I know Cameron and Jones still talk and chop it up, because Cameron was on a couple of Jones's tracks on his last two albums. So I know they're still doing stuff.
Yeah, everybody's in a good place right now. Like,
yeah, so I mean, we could be getting it. We could be getting it. I feel like they probably wouldn't want to put out anything bad, so they're probably booking up something real dope. Because you think about it, they put a lot into their shit. They put out full projects,
and then you gotta fix stuff with the other Dipset members and stuff like that. Because JR Ryder still got a problem with Cam.
Still going. Well, they did that. That's still fresh though, because remember JR Ryder and the other dudes, they put out their own separate thing.
Yeah, 40 Cal, and Hell Rel. Yeah. And that's the thing, like if you're gonna do a proper Dipset thing, like they all gotta get together. I mean, I need Hell Rel and Cam. I actually have
JR Ryder's review dropping soon. That last shit he did was fucking gas.
Yeah, JR Ryder is the best lyricist out of all of them.
Yeah.
He might be
lyricist. I'm not talking about like the best rapper or artist out there.
Yeah, lyricist.
Lyricist. We're talking straight lyricism as the art of lyricism. He is the best lyricist out of all of them. But we're talking like the best rapper will probably have to be Cam in that group. But the best artist, in my opinion, is probably Joel's.
I'm honestly, I feel like Jim Jones is making a very good run.
No, Jim Jones is making a very good
because
case.
His last three projects in the last 3 years have been flawless. Like, bro, I still bumped it. And I never bumped the last year's one. I still bumped the fucking deluxe, bro. Like, he's been snapping, bro. It's been incredible.
You know what? Jim Jones to me is Nipsey level. He gives you everything you need as far as what you see in the hood, what you can expect, and what you do, what you shouldn't do, and how to get out of it.
I feel like Jim Jones right now is finally coming to where his music is complete now. Because back in the day, he was giving us stuff and all that stuff. Don't disrespect him, just saying balling. But he was giving us stuff, but it was always something missing, whether it was like the members. But I feel like now he's giving us stuff even without them, and it's complete projects. I feel like he's finally found it. So I don't know. I feel like a few more. If he gives me 2 more projects like these last 3, he's arguably the best member.
What I want is a Dipset album with just Harry Fraud and Heatmakers.
I was just about to say just them 2 though. Just Harry Fraud and Heatmakers producing.
That's all I want.
Yo, imagine another Diplomatic Immunity with them.
Fire. I think it could be coming because Cam's last one, he did the Purple Part 2.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're kind of building up to it, and I'm here for it. Too. I'm here for it.
And I think they was just waiting on Joel's to get his shit figured out.
Because the first Diplomatic Immunity was a gold standard. in hip hop. Like that changed. Like if you weren't bumping that, you were a fucking weirdo.
First of all, if you wasn't bumping anything Dip said during that era,
you were a weirdo.
Something wrong with you, bro.
A weirdo. Yeah.
So
all the Dipset shirts and everything. I remember, that shit was the wave,
bro.
man.
Cam made it cool to wear pink, bro.
Facts.
Like, he made it cool to wear. I wear pink because of Cam.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Cam, like I wouldn't be. Who said that?
Cool.
Kanye West.
He made it
Kanye
cool to
West
wear
said,
pink and fur.
And fur.
Yeah, pink fur.
Facts.
Yo, bro, Kanye has said that. Kanye said, I wear pink polos because of Cam.
Yeah.
Because of Cam, bro.
Cam made me feel like any hood cat who raps can be in like legit movies. Like I thought only like LL Cool J's and like Tupac can do that. Cameron was a fucking goon.
Can we talk
he
about
peed on somebody.
Killer Season was fire. Killer Season,
dude. He's in one of the greatest movies of all time. Paid in Full. Come on.
Oh yeah, Paid in Full. Yeah, but I was talking about HUD movies because what was it? What was the state property movie? That was not good, bro. Compared to Killer Season, Killer Season was fire, bro.
Yo, but State Property too is
it's a hood classic.
No, yeah, State Property. The second movie was actually way better.
Well, but the first one.
But didn't the second movie had Dipset in it?
Yeah.
Kim was in the second movie. So that movie it could be tossed to me too. But Paid in Full arguably is the best hood movie almost ever. Made.
Everybody.
And I say almost,
and that's a real story.
It's probably it's a real story.
I got some wild stuff about that like in reference to that, but let's wrap this up. But that's all we got. That was our super fucking episode. God knows how long the stream is, so I'm probably not gonna have it out till Monday-ish. But yeah, man, that's all we got. Shout out to everybody following us. Check the website out. We got a new way of submitting music. notyourmans.com/submit. Submit your music to the website. No more DM me the shit. No one's special. Do your fucking due diligence. Learn how to fucking submit to our website. Go look at our website. Stop playing with me. And don't be stupid. Don't submit shit and think that shit is free out here. Y'all not wasting our time.
Don't be soft.
And don't be soft ever. But that's all I got.
If your shit trash, I'm pulling up on your baby mother.
And your mom.
Facts.
And your mom.
Facts.
Big yak.
Oh boy.
Yakety yak.
His
Don't
name was
talk
said
back.
too much, man. I gotta blur his name. I don't want him to even feel special about this fucking